tough in like a planky kind of lungy way. If it's designed to make you feel really good. Yeah, so just grab your props, guys. If you didn't check the mail, it's just 2 light hand weights. Don't go too heavy because the stuff that we're going to do is more about opening up the shoulders than about like building muscle. And then 2 pillows. I've got a blanket there, and I'll probably get my little squishy Pilates ball as well. Guys, we're going to start the same way that we did last week. So it's going to be lying with your back in extension over your pillows, or if you've got one of these at home, then you'd lie in extension over your little Pilates ball. And I just literally want you to relax into that position, opening up your chest with your elbows on the ground. Okay? Awesome. I'm just going to pop my timer on. Okay, and then I'm going to join you. Just want to check everything's fine here. Okay, awesome. Now I can see myself. All right, so we're going to lie back into extension, passive extension, over your pillows or over your ball. If this is aggravating, I mean, say for instance, you just felt like, oh goodness, I hate this position, then you're welcome to get rid of your pillows and just lie flat on the floor as well. That can be quite nice. So this position, I really want the intention of it to be for you to actually relax. Okay. I'm going to take my hands behind my head just so that my elbows can rest on the floor, but you can do whatever you want with your hands. You can have them turned up next to your sides, you can have them on your tummy, you can cactus them out, whatever feels good. Generally in this position, I like to have my knees bent with my feet flat on the floor, just because having your legs extended puts a little bit more pressure onto the lower back, and then your lower back is more likely to go into extension. That can be really uncomfortable for some people, but if you're happy to do that, then no problem to go there as well. Okay. Once you've found a position that suits you, let's just start to breathe a little bit. Just closing down the eyes, just relaxing through the cheeks, through the jaw, allowing the collarbones to be really broad. And allowing the breath to really fill the front part of your body, filling your tummy, filling the sides of your lungs, and filling back into the pillows or the floor or the ball behind you. So when we sit, our rib cage can compress down onto our organs and onto our lungs, and this is just a great opportunity to decompress the viscera. Taking 3 more breaths here. Noticing the weight of your tailbone on the floor. Let's try and equalize into the left and right sides. Last breath here. Take one more inhale. Bring your elbows into your peripheral vision. As you exhale, super gentle flexion, feeling the rib cage draw through the front of your body as if it was going to pierce the pillows behind you. Inhaling back into extension. Exhaling into flexion. Again, as you do this, guys, I don't want it to be like a mega ab burn. If you are lying on the ground, then you won't have anything kind of supporting you, so you will work harder than the rest of us who have something behind our back. But again, I just want you to think about this like a mobilization for your rib cage. Okay, so coming forward and backward like a seesaw. 4 more. Moving nice and slowly, as if there was a string from your nose to your pubic bone, and you could feel that string tighten as you come forward, and you could feel that piece of elastic or string lengthen as you come down. But your nose is tracking with your pubic bone. Okay, strange analogy, but you want to think about the line that cuts you in half. 2. And last time. Well done. Okay, we're going to get rid of our pillow or a ball from behind us and just grab a hold of your weights. Okay, so the next exercise is going to be to try and open up the front of your shoulders a little bit. If your weight feels too heavy for your arms, then you get rid of it. Okay, so we're lying down. It's going to be core work with shoulders. Lying down, reach your arms up towards the sky with your weights in your hands, palms facing towards your knees. Okay, neutral into your lower back, and just make sure here that you're not allowing the rib cage to flare anymore. So we're done with the thoracic extension. Now I want you to draw the ribs down. Okay, inhale to prepare for me. Exhale super slowly. This is a chance for you to listen to your shoulders. Let the arms and the weight start to travel back. Listen to the shoulders. If they say this far is enough for me today, then you listen to them. And then you bring the arms back on an inhale. Okay, exhale to reach the arms back. The exhale should go in conjunction with the feeling of the ribs drawing down into the floor. Okay, inhale to bring them back. Exhale to let the arms float back. If your weights are pretty heavy, like if you're going above like 2 to 4 kgs, really listen to the shoulders, really listen to manage the pace of the movement. Alright, if this is feeling pretty good and you want to take it up a notch, keep the arms doing what they're doing, so the arms stay the same, deepening the armpits each time, but you can take the legs into tabletop and continue. Okay, so once you're in tabletop, you got a little bit more to think about, in the sense that lower back positioning is going to be key. Okay, so exhaling, reaching the arms back, inhaling, bringing the arms forward. That exhale is still in conjunction with the feeling of the ribs drawing into the floor. That's going to switch on your tummy a little bit more then. Okay, let's go for maybe 4 more like this. Keep your lower back really nicely placed, so you're either neutral or you're slightly imprinted, definitely not arching. Last 2. You should find that the shoulders kind of get used to the movement. Last 1. And then reach the arms up towards the sky. Hold. Okay, if you need a break, you take it. Otherwise, we're going to do single arm, single leg, and we're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, only one arm and one leg moving at a time. So I'm going to go right arm back, left leg long. Exhaling, ribs draw down. Inhale, bring it back. Okay. Exhale, left arm, right leg. Inhale, bring it back. Okay. Try your best not to rush through these. Okay. Exhaling to get really long, ribs draw down. Inhaling to bring it up. So this kind of stuff, I've heard it called so many different things, but essentially we're cross-referencing left arm and right leg, and you're working into something called your oblique slings. Okay. So you can visualize your oblique slings like an X crossing from one shoulder down to the opposite hip. You're lengthening one half of an X that cuts you across your body each time you move. Just take my word for it. 4 more. Stability is really key here. So try not to let your pelvis move around as you move. Last 2. And last one. Well done. Take a little break there. Pop your feet down. You can windscreen wipe. You can hug them in. Whatever feels good. I'm going to windscreen wipe. All right. Last variation in this position. Okay. I want you to rather focus on your shoulders than your legs here. So if you prefer to just keep your feet on the ground, that's cool. All right. But hardest variation or hardest option I'm going to give to you for this is going to be both arms back, single leg stretch, and then at the end I'll offer you a double leg stretch option. Okay, nice. All right, from here, find your lower back positioning, either imprinted or neutral. Ideally we're in neutral. One leg into tabletop, other leg into tabletop. Okay, two arms back, one leg forward. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, arms back, ribs down, one leg forward, doesn't matter which one. Pause for a moment when you're really long, and then bring it back. Exhale, reach back. Reach, pause for a moment when you're really long, bring it back. So keep going at your own pace. Let your breath set the pace for you, okay? What I'd like you to watch out for here are a couple of things. Is that when one leg goes forward, don't pull the opposite knee in too close. Okay, that's going to have the effect of making your lower back go into flexion, which is not a bad thing, but it can make your life a little bit easier. So try and be pedantic about the non-moving knee, keeping it above the hip. Okay, just small little things. Ribs stay down. Last 3. And 2. Ribs down, ribs down, ribs down. Okay, last time, and then I'm going to offer you literally 3 reps with a double leg extension. If you want it, go for it. Extend both legs out long, 2 arms back. Inhale to bring it in. Keep your weight even in your pelvis as you extend those legs. And bring it in. So where your big toes touch, that line should match where your belly button is, where your nose is. Last time, probably said that about 2 reps ago. And extend. And bring it in. Great job. Pop it down. And again, do whatever feels good here. You can windscreen wipe your knees. Really, whatever feels nice. Okay, so just briefly, bring your feet parallel hip width distance onto the mat. Just make sure they're not too wide. Okay, knees parallel hip width distance. Hands relaxed alongside your body, palms facing up. No weights in your hands. We're just going to come into literally 3 or 4 bridges, tucking, rounding into the lower back. Pick your pelvis up, come into your bridge. Yes, squeeze your booty. Squeeze the back of your legs, but I actually want this more to be about opening the front of your hips. So think about this area here, lifting as high as possible. So really buoyant, ribs down, tailbone is long. So if I had to think about the trajectory of my tailbone, it's going between my 2 calves. And then you're going to take your pelvis all the way back down. Just articulate down. 2 more of them, opening up the front of the pelvis, tuck, pick it up. How buoyant can you get your pelvis here? Don't even worry about muscles, just think about the bones of your pelvis. Surprise yourself with how high you can lift. And then slowly, slowly come down. Last time. Keep those ribs down, keep the lower back long, pick up the pelvis. And then slowly, slowly come back down. Great job. Okay, well done. We're going to literally change it up quite a lot now. So get your weights kind of to the top of your mat so you can grab them pretty easily and come onto your left hand side. Okay, so if you're mirroring me, this will look like your left. I'll get rid of the ball. Shoo, it's probably going to roll back in a second. All right, so lying on your left forearm, I really want you to push the floor away through the forearm. So this arm is kind of the star highlight of all of this. Lift away from the floor. Knees are together, like super glued together. Take your right hand behind your head. Okay, just make sure that you're not flexing into the spine, but you're not back bending either. Okay, push the floor away. Inhale. As you exhale, keep pushing the floor away as you rotate. See if you can get your right elbow onto the back of your left palm. You might get a giant click in your spine, just like me. Inhale, come back. Rotate the opposite way, but try not to back bend. Keep pushing the floor away through the left forearm. And rotate. If you kind of mentally check out and you sink into your left forearm, all you're going to feel is a lot of pressure in your left shoulder. Okay? So think about your left shoulder blade squeezing down your back. That's it. Keep on rotating. So there's like a tug of war. You're going to want to collapse into the shoulder as you rotate down. Keep pushing the floor away. See if you can get that elbow to the back of the palm. Last two. And last one, stay in the downward rotation. Stay in that downward rotation here. Okay? Now, you're going to extend your right arm in front of you until your right palm is flat on the floor. And then push the floor away with everything you have and think cat stretch. So you're rounding into your whole spine here. A lot of the time we'll just be rounding into the upper back. So take a little bit of attention into your lower back. Pull your navel towards your spine. Lengthen through the tailbone. And push the floor away even more. So here you're thinking, get away from me, floorboards. Then you're going to reverse everything and you're going to try and pull the floorboards towards you. Don't collapse into the left shoulder though. So pull the floorboards towards you thinking camel or cow, whatever. The opposite of cat. Lift. And then push the floorboards away. Round. Round into your lower back, navel to spine. And lift. Pull the floor towards you. Lift your sternum. Inhale here if you can. Exhale to round. Keep pushing the floor away. Round, belly to spine. And lift. 2. Push the floor away, belly to spine. Round into the lower back. And lift. Inhale, last time. And push the floor away. Round, belly to spine. Amazing. And then guys, you're going to lie on your left side. Okay, so hopefully your weights aren't too far away from you. Grab a hold of one weight. Okay, if you had a heavier set of weights nearby, you could go a little heavier for this if you like. Watch your elbow. So elbow is going to be glued in at your side. 90-degree angle. So I'm not in a bicep curl. I'm not down there. I'm literally 90 degrees, okay? From here, I'm going to let the weight travel down towards the mat, and then I'm going to lift and open. As I do this, I'm not letting my elbow slide behind my hip, and I'm not letting my elbow lift away from my hip. So it's resting in the same spot the whole time. You're coming down and up. 2 kgs is more than enough for this. Even your tins of food. Try for 10. What I see a lot with this one is the wrist extending backwards. Try and keep your wrist really long. 6. Listen to my microphone. 5. Oh goodness. Don't back bend here either. 4. 3. I just came back from the gym. Oh God. 2. Last time. Lift. and take it down. Well done. Okay, straight away we're coming up into mermaid position. I know this is like a lot of you guys' nemesis position. So sit on a pillow if this really, really is uncomfortable for you, but we're not going to be here for too long. All right. In this position, take your left hand out to the left hand side and reach your right arm up and over. Just find a stretch for a moment. Good job. Okay, again, don't sink into that bottom shoulder. Okay, push it away. Get your shoulder blade on the back of your rib cage, and then we're going to draw circles. But as you draw the circle, I want you to reach out of your armpit, draw the circle, skim your fingertips along the floorboards, up and back. If you wanted a little bit more here, you could add the weight if you like, but we're going to be doing a bit more of that kind of stuff later on, but only if you wanted that extra challenge already. Yeah, I'm not going to go there right now. Last two. And one. And then reverse your direction. Good. Try not to collapse into the bottom shoulder, so don't just hang into that capsule lift. 3, 2, 1. Good. And then come up, lengthen, reach your right hand to your right shin, squeeze the right shoulder blade down and reverse it. Reverse your stretch. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, very nice. Okay, we're almost done with this side, but while we're here, we're just going to stick with it. You're going to lift up and turn that position into, like, this is kind of intermediate mermaid. You've done this with me before. Just watch, guys, that you don't have your hand in front of your knee. Okay, so if I had to draw a line from my left hand, left knee, right foot, it's straight. Okay, otherwise you're going to feel off balance. All right, from here you're going to open up, rotate, and then slowly come down, and you're going to try and give yourself a hug. So wrap your right arm around your body as far as you can. Try and touch the back of your ribs and push the floor away through that left hand. And then open up. Keep your tailbone reaching towards your right heel. Last time, open up. Close. All right, reach your right arm up overhead, stretch, and then contract the muscles on the right side of your body. Come up and reverse. Nice. As you reverse, just watch that you don't break at the left hip. Squeeze the left glute, just like you did in your bridge. Open this up as much as possible. Reach. And then one more time. Come down, don't collapse. Lengthen. Come down. Reach. Push the floor away through the bottom arm. And then come up. Reverse. Lengthen. Good. Reach. Try not to break at the hip. Push the floor away through the right shin, the left shin. And then take it down. We're going to grab a hold of one weight in the right hand. Okay? So just listen to your shoulder here in terms of gravity. All right? I want you to go small and then go bigger and bigger, especially if you've ever had any shoulder dislocations in the past. All right. I know that sounds very scary, but it's just I have to say that. All right. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Okay, and then maybe you can lift your right leg up as well. Okay, try not to move the lower body too much now. Upper body and rib cage is going to rotate, and we're going to draw a circle with that weight. So we're going to slowly come down. Okay, it's going to come forward towards the top of the mat. Then it's going to come up. We work against gravity here and down. Okay, so as soon as that, I keep going. As soon as the weight goes up here, you can explore, keep the ribs closed though, little bit of rotation. Okay, listen to the shoulder though, and then come down. So the rib cage can rotate a little bit, but I don't want you to back bend here, aka no lower back arching, please. 3, move slow. 2, and that right leg is hovering if possible. 1, and then see if you can reverse it. You might be surprised by how gravity feels. As you reverse, reach, 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 slowly down, slowly down. Don't touch the floor if you can help it. So let that weight stretch the back of the shoulder. Slowly up against gravity here. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Ideally, the right leg is still hovering. Okay, 2 more if you can. Keep the ribs closed. So watch that you don't come into back bend. Last time. This should be like weirdly tiring. Alright, well done. Place the weight down. Keep your right leg stretched out long, but see if you can take your right hand down onto the mat so your upper body looks like it's in a plank, lower body is all confused. Okay? So adjust your left leg just so that you feel like you've got enough space. You might need to move your left leg a little bit out to the side. Okay, so that left knee is almost behind that left wrist. And here again, we're going to cat stretch through the spine. So you're going to round. Try and get the blade of your right pinky toe to touch the mat. And then lengthen camel stretch. Okay, or cow, whatever you want to call it. And cat. Don't know about you, but I feel like a mega stretch in the cat. And camel. And cat. And camel. Last time. And cat. Keep pushing the ground away, especially through that left hand. And last time. So good. Well done. Alright, so that's that side done. We're coming all the way onto the other side. We need to start quite far back in the past. So we're here. Just bring one weight with you for the ride to use later on. So we're here on the right forearm. Knees are glued together. And this is the chance for that right lat to really shine. So as soon as you squeeze the right shoulder blade down, just watch that you don't flare through the rib cage. Close, but squeeze. And then hand behind your head. Make sure you're not coming into flexion. Okay. Push the ground away a little bit more, and then slowly rotate. Slowly rotate. You might get a ginormous click again on this side, hopefully. So you're trying to get the elbow to the back of the palm and then open up. Good. Elbow to palm. Yep, there it is. Got the click. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close. Inhale, open up. With all this stuff, guys, just watch that you're not back bending. Okay, so the lower back is going to surprise you, at least it does for me, all the time. I check in, I'm like, oh my gosh, my lower back is arching again. So just watch that, okay? 2. Last one, you stay down in the rotation. And this is the weird little cat cow, the first weird cat cow. Straighten, you stretch out your left hand so that that left palm is on the mat. Okay, and then you're pushing the floorboards away. Get away from your floorboards. Push, push through that right forearm and through the left hand. Okay, lengthen through the lower back, belly to spine here. Push, 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 and then pull the floorboards towards you. Pull your sternum through. Inhale here. Exhale, push everything away. Get good traction with the elbow and the hand to the ground. So if you need to move things closer towards you, then do. Belly to spine, lower back rounds. And pull. Pull the floor towards you and push. Belly to spine, tailbone lengthens towards your heels. Last one, pull and push. Round into the lower back. And well done. Grab a hold of one weight and you come all the way down onto your side. I might have to move my microphone just for a second. Okay. All right, so lying on our side, you can do whatever you want with that bottom arm. Make sure that you don't hear loads of scrunchy sounds. Elbow glued in at your side, okay? All right. Do not let that elbow do all those funky things. Keep it at a 90-degree angle. Bring the forearm down. Take it up. Keep the wrist long. Just 10. So I really, with this kind of stuff where we're working one joint in the body, so we're working external rotation in the shoulder, there is literally so much to be said for being pedantic here. Really watch any compensations. Try and be as specific as you can in these kinds of movements. 5, you should start to get a burn at the front of the shoulder, all around, like a radiating kind of feeling around the front of the shoulder. 3, try not to let the hand collapse as it comes down. 2, oh goodness. Last time. And slowly take it down. So we come straight up into our mermaid on this side. Again, if you feel like you want to sit on a pillow or something like that, then please do. Just put this back in here. Right. So many things to stay connected to. All right. So here we are. Right hand out to the right. Reach it kind of far away from you, and then we're going to come up, reach, stretch, pause here. Bottom shoulder again pushes the floor away really strongly, and then we're going to draw a circle. As you draw the circle, you're reaching out of that armpit, out of the shoulder blade. Skim the floorboards, come down, out, around, up and back. So a few things that you could focus on here. 1, just make sure that you're not collapsing into that bottom shoulder. 2, as you get as wide as possible through your wingspan. So when you're reaching your right arm, your left arm back, get as broad and open through the collarbones as possible. 2, last one in this direction, and then it's just a reversal. Okay, and up and back. I mean, I offered you the option to use weights with this one on the other side. So if you wanted to use weights on the side, you could, but you know where we're going now. 2 more. Last one. Everything is literally clicking on me, and then we're coming up and reverse it. So you can grab a hold of your left shin and come into that reversal. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Great job. All right, so we're coming into that intermediate mermaid position. This one here. So it's right hand, right knee, left foot. Okay? And then you've got one weight nearby you. All right, let's go straight into it. So you're going to grow. Actually, no weight just yet. First, the rotation. We open up, open up, open up, open up. Here, as you open, yes, we're rotating through the rib cage, but watch that you haven't just arched massively into the lower back, okay? Tailbone reaches towards your left heel, and then slowly come down. Open up. Good. And close it down. Last, let's go for 2. Close it down. And 1. And close it down. Weight, again, you can grab a hold of it. Okay, you kind of know where we're going now. See if you can lift your left leg up. Okay, so we're taking the weight up in line with our ear, or the arm up in line with our ear. Slowly take it down. Gravity and the weight can be quite intense, so listen to your shoulder, okay? Especially in the range at the back where you take the arm behind you, okay? And when you transition, find your core. Use your abs to keep your lower body nice and stable. Such a great way to stretch out your lats. Two more in this direction. Last time. And then just reverse it. Again, take the first one super slow as you navigate gravity with the weight. Okay? Tailbone stays lengthened. Don't let the lower back arch, okay? 3. And 2. My leg is drooping. Last one. Amazing. You can place the foot down, place your weight down. Okay, and this is where we go into that weird cat-cow again. So you're going to take your left hand down, take your right hand down. Try and get the blade of your left foot to be on the mat. Now, if your right knee is really far forwards towards the edge of your mat, then move your right knee a little bit further back so that if you had to draw a straight line from your right hand down, your knee would be there. Okay? You got a bit more space essentially. Again, we're going to push the ground away, round into your whole spine, guys. Press the blade of your left foot, especially the pinky toe edge, into the mat. Belly to spine here. Try and take a big breath in. And then it's a slow extension. Someone's pulling your sternum through your shoulders, through your collarbones. You're pulling, you're dragging, you're squeegeeing the mat towards you. Inhale. Exhale round. push the ground away. And slowly pull it through. Last two. And last time. I just felt something like profoundly release in my body, which is awesome. Last one. And then we're going to come straight into a shell stretch. So open up the knees, big toes to touch. As you come into your shell, think about rounding. Okay, so lower back rounds, reaching your tailbone towards the heels as best you can. If you struggle with this position because of your knees, then you could lie on your back and hug the knees in towards your chest, just to get the lower back to round nicely. Let's spend about 3 breaths here. Two more breaths. And last breath here. So good. Well done. All right. So we're going to use that rotation for a little bit more work. And this is where we want to use the wall, okay? And your pillows, most likely. So the pillow is going to be for your knees. So this is what we're going to end up doing. It's essentially a quad stretch with rotation. So I'm going to place my left knee against the ground, or left hip against the wall, right knee out in front. Okay, so take a second to get this position. The pillow is for the knee. Okay, all right, so what you're going to end up finding here is contact points with the wall should be one shoulder and one hip. Try your best to keep the hip actually in contact with the wall, because I don't want you to end up doing the twist. Okay, so get a contact point. Send your kneeling, your front leg, send that knee forward. Okay, so watch that the knee is not splaying outwards or splaying inwards. You've got a tripod in that front foot. Okay, and then both arms are going to reach out in front. Pause here for a moment and just round into the lower back tuck. Okay. Then your outside arm is going to open up, rotate. That shoulder that's against the wall is going to slide forward, but I don't want your hips to change. Okay. So you still have that same contact point with the hips against the wall. Open. Maybe you can touch that back arm towards the wall. Maybe, and close. So you should feel one shoulder against the wall slide forward as you open, and the shoulder against the wall slide back. Lower body is doing nothing except stabilizing you. Okay, try for 3 more here. Try not to scrunch. Okay, shoulder blade stays on the back of the rib cage. 2, watch the knee. So as soon as that arm reaches back, my knee is still reaching forward. And last one. Good. Open up. Stay open if you can. Now, if you're touching the wall, that's awesome. If not, don't fret. But you're going to try. Close the ribs, lengthen through the lower back. And you're going to come up, 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 and forward. Yeah, I thought I just switched off my microphone for a second. Up, 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 and back. Okay, this is tough. Up, 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 and forward. My hip's definitely moving. So keep your contact point with the hip into the wall. Don't let that hip that's at the wall move. I'm going to be a bit more honest about things here. I can't actually touch the wall today. 2. Last one. Good job. And then bring it back. Amazing. Hopefully that went well for you. Let's go straight over to the other side. All right. So, literally the exact same thing here. You're going to have one hip that's in contact with the wall. Very important. Okay, opposite knee forward. One shoulder in contact with the wall. Lengthen through the lower back. Okay, sometimes, I should have said this on the other side, sometimes in this position you can actually feel like the front leg is wobbling all over the place. That's not to worry about for this exercise, but just take that information on board. Okay, reaching the arms out in front. You're going to try and open, rotate. So you'll feel the shoulder that's on the wall slide forward and then slowly take it back. Rotate. Don't let the hips change. Okay? Keep that hip contact with the wall. This is a true indication of your thoracic extension, thoracic rotation. 4 more. So on this side, I'm so much more limited than on the other side. And 3. Squeeze into it. Try and actively use your muscles to get more. 2. Okay, last one, we're going to try and stay open. And we're going to, if you're touching the wall, that's fantastic. You're going to draw a rainbow above you, sliding the shoulder that's on the wall back till the arms are parallel, and then draw a rainbow up above you. Oh, yes. And up and forward. I'm cheating a little bit with this hip that's on the wall, so you'll feel it move. Try not to let it move. 2 to go. So this is really mobility work here. And last one. This is hopefully going to make you feel amazing after sitting a lot. Great job. Take a moment, take a breather. Okay, so we're going to stay by the wall for a deep quad stretch, but I want to give you an easier option first. So it's going to be your classic quad stretch position. Let's all do this one together, and then second round, if you wanted to do the harder variation, then I'll show you what that is. Okay, so again, use your pillow for your knees because we're going to be here we've got time for a minute on each side. So we're going to take our left leg out in front, right knee back behind, tucking through the tail, nice and tucked. Okay, I mean, there's so many different variations here, but I really, really enjoy the one where you interlace both hands, so the fingers interlock, and then you're basically C-curving into the spine. So it's a lower back rounding, belly to spine, and then rounding through the upper back, pushing your front thigh away from you, pubic bone to navel, and then a squeeze of the right glute. Okay, so you're going to end up stretching your right hip flexors and one of your quads. As soon as the sensation starts to ease, find more pubic bone to navel, more belly to spine, more rounding through the upper back. Keep breathing here. You got about another 30 seconds. Again, if you want more tuck, more round, more belly to spine. Make sure that you've got pinky toe contact with the floor on that back foot. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Coming out of it. Shake, 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 shake. Good job. All right, stay on this side. Press your pelvis forward and down. Take your right hand down to the mat. Okay. If you're feeling like you can take this a little bit deeper, this might be like, wow, intense for you, in which case just hang out and enjoy it. If you want a little bit more, we're going to activate our hamstrings to lengthen our quads. So you're going to try and bend your it's your right knee, bringing your heel towards your bum. Now, as you do this, if you pull your bum back like that, then you're cheating, okay? Your hip has to stay, the back hip has to stay in extension. And then release. Okay, and then pull. Hold for 5 seconds at least. And then release. And then pull. And release. And pull. And release one more. Pull. Hold. If you've got it, if it's available to you, reach back, see if you can grab onto something. So it's either going to be your tights, your socks, or your foot. Hold. 5. Breathe. 4. Now, can you think? Lower back lengthens. Pubic bone to navel, belly to spine. Feel what that does. 3, 2, 1, and then slowly release. Well done. Other side. Okay, I'm not going to turn myself around, but just bring the other leg out in front. Okay, and obviously the purpose of this thing underneath me is for my back knee, so let me use it. Okay, so the high quad stretch variation. Interlace the thumbs, or interlace the fingers rather, sorry. Tuck, round, round, push your thigh away. And try in this position to make sure that you have pinky toe contact. So you're not rolling onto the big toe edge of your back foot. You've got pinky toe contact. And then get the rest. That is literally setting me off on a wobble fest. But just try and get that pinky toe contact, guys. Belly to spine. If you want more, again, think about more rounding, more belly to spine, length through the tailbone. Tailbone is dropping down towards your left heel. 10 more seconds here. I forgot to put my watch on. Well, I actually can't find where my watch is today, so I've got a timer on the ground there in front. Okay, and release. Well done. Let your pelvis come forward and down. Don't back bend like a crazy person, but just bring it down. If this is like, wow, at the front here, then stick around where it feels beneficial to you, not painful. All right, but if you could take a little bit more, I can't actually remember where my hands were for the last one. They're probably on the ground here somewhere. If you felt like you could take a little bit more, then you're going to pull, heel towards your bum, and then take it back. Heel towards bum, take it back. It's going to be so tempting to simultaneously do that and end up on the kneecap. There's literally no point in doing that, okay? Not to be weird or anything, but I'd rather just stay in the stretch, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold. Okay, Okay, it's left hand that stays on the ground. I'm going to turn my body away from you. See if you can reach back, grab onto something. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Well done. Okay, so last quad stretch is going to be that one that I was talking about earlier, where we're at the wall. Okay, I'll show you the position. Some of you might feel, and this is what I usually feel in this moment, is that the front leg is on fire. So if you struggle because of that, just try and hold on as long as you can. But you can build up to this. So I'm gonna try and get I'll mirror you. So left knee in as close towards the wall as possible. Right foot out in front. So my left shin, my left knee is literally against the wall. Okay, my toe is pointed. Okay, so you can see my toes are pointed there. Right? I'm using the pillow or the blanket for my knee. Now for some of you this is already going to be like quad city, but if you want quite a lot more, then you bring yourself up and you rest your hands on your front leg. Okay, I'm going to stay here because my quads are like super tight today. We're going to try and hang out here for a full minute. Now what you want to make sure of in this position is tuck as much as you can. That's going to feel almost like this is like it should be really, really a big stretch at the front of your left thigh. Okay, if you find that you're like totally chilled out here, you're totally cool, close the ribs, tuck even more, and see if you can get your hands to touch the wall. Don't come into a back bend here. Okay, so the rib cage stays closed in relation to the pelvis, and you try and get to the wall behind you. Okay, breathe. Okay, so you got about 20 more seconds. One more thing to watch. If you're here, guys, just watch that your foot hasn't slid out to the left or to the right. You're trying to kind of get the heel and the bum pretty much flush. Okay, it's not a biggie, but just be aware of it. 10 more seconds. Luckily I've got a timer. You're not relying on my crappy counting for this one. 3, 2, 1. Slowly out. Great job. Other side straight away. Okay, exactly the same thing. So you're getting your knee literally against the wall, foot against the wall, and then you have to just like flip or kind of swoosh your front foot forward, and then when you're ready, slowly bring yourself up, because as soon as you lift, you're gonna feel that quad. Okay. Okay, and we're in, guys. 1 minute. Closing the ribs, thinking tuck, pubic bone to navel. That should give you quite a lot of sensation there. If you've got it and it's feeling good, reach those arms back, but just watch that you're not just like rib cage city. Okay, it's better to stay tucked here for the purpose of the quad stretch. Okay, keep it up. Try and hold on. 20 seconds. Front leg is working hard. You might be feeling that as well. This is what we have to do when we work at a desk, right? I've been sitting so much these days as well. Everything just tightens up. Okay, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly out. Well done. Oh, goodness gracious me. All right, let's come straight down. We have literally 1 minute, guys. Literally 1 minute. Straight down onto your back. Last bridge. Okay, last bridge. Just to activate our hammies one more time. Same exact thing here. We're trying to get buoyant in the pelvis, open up the front of the hips. Let's reach our arms back up overhead, interlock the thumbs, reach the fingertips north. Inhale. As you exhale, tuck, pick your pelvis up, open it up, and I'm hoping that you feel a lot more space in the front of your hips now than what you did earlier. Inhale into the top here, guys. Really lift, 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 lift. Get the pelvis up. Tailbone long, rib cage closed. Tailbone long, rib cage closed. Pelvis up. Inhale, and then exhale. One vertebra at a time. Take yourself down, down, down. Restacking, restacking, restacking. Good job. Hug the knees in. Bring your forehead up towards your kneecaps, lengthen through the spine. Let's roll up into seated. Guys, you are done. So well done, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that strange, but hopefully very pleasant workout.